What is up, everybody? In this video, I just wanted to make kind of a weirder video than a normal JoJo or Dragon Ball video, occasionally Sonic video nowadays, but in this video I just wanted to talk about an interesting idea that some people I know cringe at and some people like the idea. I love the idea, but I can understand there can be some problems with it in fighting games, but I'm going to be talking about fighting games and if there were anime guest characters in these fighting games. So I'm just going to talk about a fighting game and who I think a good anime character would be to guest star in the fighting game. Now, I'm not going to go into every single fighting game, like every niche fighting game or like any other fighting, like probably not going to get to Samurai or even Skullgirls or a lot of other fighting games. I'm just going to tackle the biggest ones: Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, all those kind of stuff. So first, we are going to talk about Street Fighter. Street Fighter is probably one of the most popular fighting games, obviously, and a lot of anime characters can fit into Street Fighter. Goku, even Baki would be a good pick, but I'm saving Baki for another fighting game. He's on this list, but I know there's a lot of characters that can go into Street Fighter. Honestly, you can throw a lot of characters. My personal pick would probably be Naruto. I know a lot of people would probably think in Goku since he's a martial artist, but Street Fighter has a lot of different characters like martial artists, ninjas, all these different characters in Street Fighter that are you can basically throw almost any anime character in Street Fighter, like a sword wielder. I think Naruto would fit. You can do a lot of different stuff with all these different abilities: Shadow Clone, Rasengan, Shuriken, even his transformations or whatever with 6 paths and stuff. You can do a lot of different stuff in Street Fighter with that. Maybe you can give him a utility where he goes into 6 paths or Sage mode or something like that. That would be pretty clean. You can make Naruto work, which is, it's easy to make Naruto work probably. It's just carrying over his style into the Street Fighter style would be kind of weird, but I think it can work. After Street Fighter is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is on the complicated side because obviously we all know what Mortal Kombat's known for, and we all know what happens to characters in Mortal Kombat damn near after every match. That's why characters like Omni-Man or Homelander or Spawn, even the Joker, are okay. Your character has to be okay with diabolical things happening to them, is what we'll say, sure. And anime is not a stranger to these things happening, but certain anime have lines you don't cross. It may get a little violent or even bloody, but it's just different in Mortal Kombat when you're doing things to the extreme. So it's just a little complicated. I would say I have two characters. One of them is one of my dream characters to be Mortal Kombat, which I just don't think is ever going to happen, and that's Guts from Berserk. I really, really, really would love to see Guts in Berserk, and I can see him fitting in perfectly, but I don't know if Ed Boon would even want that, so I don't even think he knows who that is, so that's already just out the window, whatever. But I can see Guts fitting in perfectly in Mortal Kombat, easily, especially with his armor that puts together the bones back in I think he'd just be perfect. And it's fine if he's getting the diabol. I can see him in Mortal Kombat. And the other pick that may be a little better than Guts, but isn't my personal pick for Mortal Kombat, is the dude from Chainsaw Man. I haven't read all of Chainsaw Man. I just watched the first season. I just watched however much is out. So, honestly, I forgot his name. I think it's Denji, something like that. I forgot his name. But, the dude who changed the chainsaw, I think he would be perfect. I think he'd be perfect too, considering he gets, just basically, just mangled, is ridiculous. I think he would be a perfect fit as well. And after Mortal Kombat is Guilty Gear. And I'm also, for all these picks, I'm talking about the newest entry in the series, like Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, Guilty Gear Strive. So for Guilty Gear has a kind of like, the way Arc System did that game has like a specific style. I think Gojo would fit perfectly in that game. I don't play Guilty Gear Strive as much as I play like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and other fighting games on this list, but I think Guilty Gear has this nice style, at least Strive about it, that I think Gojo would fit perfectly in, and you can do some really creative stuff. It might be kind of weird because like, oh, Gojo can like, Gojo's crazy, Gojo can do all the infinity, and he's got the sixth sense or sixth eyes or whatever, like, and all this stuff. And yeah, but like at the same time, it's like sometimes, well, for one, Gojo, I don't know, I think he can work. I think it's fine. It doesn't have to be like because fighting games are not known for their canon or lore accurate thing. Because one, in other games like, say like Fighters or Smash or all these other games, or Marvel vs. Capcom, like some of these characters should be bodying on these characters in real life. I think it doesn't matter. I know like certain people who watch Jujutsu Kaisen and Reddit are like, hey, no, Gojo is OD, like all this stuff. Like, yeah, he is, but like, dude, who cares? It's just a fighting game, I don't think it matters that he could and should be bodying these people regularly, but who honestly cares, bro? Like, it just enjoy that he would be in the game, man. And after is Smash Bros. Ultimate. Smash, you can do a lot. There's already like anime kind of characters. Like, I would consider Joker from Persona an anime character, kind of. He literally got a stand on him too, but Smash, I feel like Smash Bros would probably be picking like the most popular pick, or the one that I've seen the most out of all the anime characters. I've seen Luffy and Naruto, but I haven't seen as many characters mentioned as Goku. Well, comparing them to Goku, I've seen a lot more Gokus than them, which might be like, bruh, for one, Smash Bros is about fighting game, like, not anime, but video game characters. Why is Goku here, bro? But that's the point of the video, so I'm gonna throw Goku in there. I think Goku's probably the most popular. Either him or Luffy, but I think Goku would be better because I have Luffy for another game on this list. So we'll throw Goku in there. Plus, you can do a lot of creative stuff with Goku as well, especially in Smash Bros. It'd definitely be a lot of fun. I'd play Goku. After Smash is Tekken. Tekken's already had some like very, very odd crossovers, like Negan. Like, bro, what? Like, there's been a lot of odd crossovers in Tekken. So I think you can go crazy with Tekken. I'm gonna say either Baki or maybe Yujiro if you want him to. You can go either way. I mean, imagine Yujiro against Akuma in Tekken. Like, that'd be pretty clean. Or against like Kazuya, like that would be pretty cool, man, not gonna lie. But Baki would be cool too. So you can either put, I think they would both fit perfectly in Tekken, and I think their style would transfer pretty good. I would say you can definitely make them work and give them all these goofy stuff that they do in the show and manga all the time. And you can make them super ripped and stuff too. But after Tekken is Injustice. And Injustice, I've got a couple picks for this one. Like, one pick that I haven't mentioned is Deku. Now, the thing I may be like off about Deku is that Deku is kind of weird because maybe I don't think his style would transfer that well in the Injustice world. I think you can do some really creative stuff with since Injustice has like a power system. You can do some really creative stuff with that, but I don't think Deku would be a good pick. I only said him because like he's a superhero kind of like, so it's a superhero game. Maybe make that work. Maybe. My pick was Jotaro. I think Jotaro would be a really cool pick. And Injustice, I think his style would transfer over really well. You can give him some really clean moves. And his power would obviously be Star Platinum. You can make Star Platinum. Maybe because you can use Star Platinum in his moveset regularly as well. But I would think of it like as a Kenshi in Mortal Kombat 1 kind of thing. Where you just, if you press, 2 or whatever, Star Platinum just comes out and it's just there, like, for good. Like, he doesn't just pop up randomly in strings or whatever. Like, he's just there, and now you control him. Give him a separate moveset. That'd be pretty clean. Yeah, you can do the same thing with Deku and his power or whatever, or similar to that, like, but I think Jotaro would fit better in Injustice, at least to me. Now, after this game may be kind of weird because it's an anime fighting game, but it's a really popular anime fighting game, and I play it a lot too. And it's Fighters. Fighters is obviously an anime game. It'd be a cop-out if I said a Dragon Ball character, but I think Luffy would fit really well into Fighters. I think he would, plus I know the author of One Piece and the author of Dragon Ball are cool too, and I know that a lot of One Piece is inspired by Dragon Ball as well, and I do think Luffy would fit really well into Fighters. You can give him a lot of goofy stuff like Gojo. It would be really cool. It would be really dope. But that's a simple pick. That's an easy pick compared to the other ones on this list. Is not super unique, but I think it'd be really good. Plus, One Piece is really, really popular as well. So if you did make him a DLC, it'd make a lot of money probably. And after his Marvel vs. Capcom, I have one kind of like regular standard pick, which is Ichigo. I think Ichigo would fit really nice into Marvel vs. Capcom, which is kind of like a safer pick. But the other pick that I had that was kind of like, oh my, that's kind of an odd one, is Pikachu. I know this probably might never happen. I don't think they would let Pikachu into a Marvel vs. Capcom game, but I think it'd be really cool. Maybe you can make like Pikachu kind of like a Pokemon trainer thing in Smash Bros. I think Pikachu would be really cool, but maybe that might be pushing it too far. I think he'd also fit nice into it, considering Marvel vs. Capcom have had some really silly, goofy out there, Kakapupu, like, whoa, what is this character kind of thing in the game. But Pikachu's kind of an odd pick. You could go Ichigo. I feel like Ichigo's just a bit more safe in Marvel vs. Capcom. But after is Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive, I was thinking either Tatsumaki, the green-haired girl, the trainer one, or Fubuki, whatever her name is. One of those two. I think they'd both fit. Again, I've only watched the first season of One Punch Man. I didn't watch the second season yet. I didn't read it, so I don't know too much about these characters. I've seen Tatsumaki in the show, and she's cool, but I haven't seen too much. So, you guys let me know down in the comments who you would want in the Dead or Alive game. You can even tell me your niche picks. But last is going to be Soul Calibur. I think the perfect character for Soul Calibur is Tanjiro. Tanjiro is perfect. I think he would fit amazingly in this game. He'd just be perfect. Like, maybe you can give him Hinokami as well. Like, he would be amazing. He'd be perfect for Soul Calibur. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you want a part 2, I can name a bunch of other fighting games as well. These ones I just tried to go off the most popular ones that I could think of off the top of my head, and I tried to keep the anime characters not super like, oh, these are like really, really weird picks. I wanted to keep it more mainstream shonen kind of thing for this first part. But you guys let me know down in the comments if you would change any characters, maybe switch them around, maybe put Naruto in Smash, Goku in Street Fighter, let me know down in the comments what you guys would choose. But that's gonna be for this video, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Peace.